Today I'm working on this 2012 Ford Transit Connect van. Unfortunately, it has a coolant leak, so I'm chasing down the coolant leak. It's on this side of the engine. I got underneath it. I could not find where it was coming from. It's just kind of coming down in the middle somewhere in here and then coming down straight down off the transmission. So I think I'm going to take all of this apart and try to find the leak. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a coolant bottle pressure tester adapter. I'm going to try to see if I can get that. But until I can do that, I'm going to try to go ahead and take this apart and then find the leak. Alright, so it looks like looking in here at the where the engine block goes into the, looks like the hose coming out of the engine here, where the hose connects. It looks like there is a leak right between those two. And the only thing in that area is it's like a plug going into the head. And I don't believe, since it, I mean, there's coolant spewing out of that area, so I'm guessing that there's a gasket in that area. There's a gasket in that area that needs to go behind here up against the engine. So what I've got to do now is get these bolts out and get a picture of it to get this off and pull it back off of the engine in order to, because there's got to be a gasket in there and coolant is running out that way. So yeah, there's a gasket in there somewhere. So I got to get those bolts out and pull this off. So I've already pulled off the battery, and I'm going to start pulling all that out. So now this part here is loose. The part that's bolted onto the, looks like, it's like a plastic part that the water hose bolts onto, that's bolted to the head. Now this part here is loose off of it. So now that this is off, you can see the bolt holes here. Now I have to take these connectors off so I can split this out and get this out of the way. So now I'm gonna go in here and try to get to that bolt. Right there. And the other one is further in. See if I can get a good picture of it. Oh yeah, it's right there. So now that I've got that last bolt off, that last bolt was pretty loose. So I don't know if maybe that was part of the problem, but I'm looking here. I don't know why, but it looks like that gasket looks a little bit distorted. I don't know why. That doesn't look right. Maybe it's just, but that's probably why it was leaking. It was probably popping out of there and going into there. So I don't know why that looks like that, but I'll check to make sure there's no cracks around this piece here, and there's no cracks. I'm just going to put another gasket in here and then bolt it back together and try to do a pressure test. I'm still unable to get my hands on a pressure tester adapter for this engine. This is the old Ford Focus engine. but as soon as I get the pressure tester, I might just let it sit and idle for a while, get it up to operating temperature, see if there's any leaks. Oh, okay, I see how it works. So it goes in here, I guess. Oh, wait a second, that's cracked. Oh yeah, that's missing, it looks like. I don't think that's supposed to be like that. Oh wow, that looks like that's broke. That whole piece is broke right there. It looks like it's broke. I don't know. I'd have to look at a new one, but that doesn't look normal. So that might be what happened. Maybe the water spewed out through this crack. Might have to take all this apart. Take all the hoses off that goes to it. That'll be fun. Alright, well, might have to get that new piece and get a new gasket in there. So it's looking like this is the piece right here I'm looking for on the parts website. As you can see, this is that round gasket here in the middle. And then there was like a little notch missing right here. Right here in this area, it looks like the notch is missing. But I mean, all these hoses I'm gonna have to reconnect or disconnect and reconnect. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna have to do, because I don't believe. Now the only thing is, I don't know if it comes with a gasket. It shows a gasket, but that doesn't mean it comes with one. So that's the gasket right there. But yeah. Well, fortunately, it's not expensive. It's only $30. But you can see right here in the diagram, that's it right there. The question I have is where did the little piece go that broke off? I don't know where it's at. So I don't know where that piece is. But yeah, it's gonna have to be replaced. I don't know if I can get one. Hopefully I can get one here soon and put it back together. So we'll go from there. All right. Well, just came back from the parts store. Got my part here. I ended up getting the Dorman part because the dealership was closed today. So this is what they call the water outlet. So, and basically this is what it looks like. It comes with a new gasket. Looks like it comes with some other things here. I don't know what this is, but we will see. But yeah, this is what it looks like. And this is that little lip was broke. I mean, when I take it out, we'll take a look at it. But yeah, other than that, that's basically it. So I'll go ahead and start putting it in. All right, so I just got finished taking this piece off. As you can see here, there is where the crack is at. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. That's weird. And I guess the piece that broke off right here probably is down in the radiator somewhere. But yeah, it looks like it broke right there. So yeah, it's got several openings here. And yeah, I guess I'll start putting on the new piece. But fortunately, I mean, with all these hoses, I was able to use this connector here to squeeze the clamps remotely and take the clamps off. So that was helpful. So now I got this out. All right, so that's the opening down there. Just tried to clean the gasket a little bit, the gasket area, making sure that's smooth. Other than that, that's basically it. I gotta hook all these hoses back up and go from there. All right, so I've got the piece back in, and I'm just now putting in the battery pan here. So kind of got a chance to rinse everything out. I went on ahead and drained the coolant here and washed out the the reservoir there, so I'm going to start putting the coolant back in a minute. Other than that, I wish I had a way to do a pressure test, but unfortunately the United States Postal Service lost the package that had the coolant adapter tester. So I'm just going to have to run it up to operating temperature and get a chance to see if it'll leak or not. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. Alright, so looking down in there, so far so good. I don't see any leaks where that was at. So I'm just going to let it warm up for a minute. I filled it up to the max line. So we'll see what happens, but other than that, that should be it. Like I say, I'll just have to let it run and see if once it warms up, if it leaks any. I'm gonna have to clean the garage here out, but I'm gonna pull it back in and just kind of see if it leaks anything, because like I said, I don't have a pressure tester adapter. But other than that, that should be it.